Yeah, it launches the story within a story, which takes us into this really, stark world of West Texas, and tells a story of a kind of a father and his family, and Jake does such a great job at bringing this vulnerability and this helplessness, which I know isn't what Jake leads with, so I'm sure that was a challenge for him. And he sort of meets this group of characters who are very threatening and create a lot of violence in his life, and so this is kind of being told at the same time as Susan is reading it and kind of evaluating kind of what Edward's intent is. Like, is he being threatening? Is he trying to send her a message? But it takes her into this sort of deep reflection and takes her further into sort of dissatisfaction as she starts to sort of evaluate her choices. Yeah. It was awesome. I mean, it was really, I know actors always say fun, but it was fun. It was so, when I was modern day Susan, it was so outside of the reality that I actually participated in. The aesthetics were so exquisite. Like, Tom, I will never invite Tom to my house. I'm sorry, I love you, Tom, but you're not invited to my house because it would probably give him a rash. It's just not that beautiful. Nothing in my life is as beautiful as like Tom, as the world that Tom creates, and he is that beautiful, and he does a good job making other people look that beautiful. But it was really really a joy because it really helped me define who this character was, sort of her perfectionism in a way, that everything had to be just so, and she was in control of her environment. It was really, really fun to play within that. And then in contrast, her in the past, getting to work with Jake and creating that kind of energy was a completely different experience than, playing Susan as she exists today. Yeah, I mean, Edward is someone that Susan grew up with in Texas, and it's somebody who, she always had great affection for, and she runs into him in New York City, and she loves his heart, and she loves the way that he sees her, and it inspires her. And I think that she feels that he's the great love of her life, but that she's not brave enough to be the person that he sees her as. So, that creates a lot of conflict in her, and she sees herself, it's easier for her to choose to be a cynic than to choose to be an artist, and to be this brave person that he believes her to be. And I think that her cowardice is the thing that kind of drives her away from him. And he has a hard time letting go of the choices that she made, and thus writes this harrowing, violent novel. I think in the moment she's really brave and she can stand up to her mother, but I think she ultimately, the words that her mother says come back to haunt her, her mother's a very, very domineering voice, played brilliantly by Laura Linney. Thank you, Laura. She's fantastic. And so I think it just kind of creates this whole picture of conflict for Susan, that she, even though she makes choices in her life, she can never really let go of this sense of conflict between the person that she wanted to be and the person that she chose to be. Super talented actor. He's got a lot of energy.
Does he?
He really does. He really does. He is super committed and really likes to work at things and really likes to figure it out and work together as a team. And it really, I thought, I was so grateful because we had to create an energy where you believed that we had this very deep relationship, and we only had 3 days to work together. So we I mean, I'd met Jake before, but having not worked with him or been involved in any sort of, acting with him before, it was so wonderful that we sort of had a similar way of working, as like just diving in and going for it and just committing so wholeheartedly. He really, he just really cares, and it's a wonderful thing to have that energy and to sort of be a part of that, and really, really proud of like our fight scenes in a way. Like it's weird to say, but like Jake and I fight really well together. Like I think my husband is like, that's terrifying. Like I know that argument. That is terrifying what's happening on screen. So yeah, I think Jake and I argue very well. It felt very real to me, and I thought that the relationship we had felt very real and very sweet, almost innocent in a way. And you can see how it would really hurt Edward for her to make her decisions and just sort of tear them apart in the way that she did. It was amazing, yeah.
What was it?
Well, it was initially completely intimidating because it's Tom Ford and I'm human, so therefore flawed, and I kind of wanted to be flawless for Tom, and then I just gave that up. And once I gave that up, it was a lot of fun. And I can safely say I've never had a more beautiful wardrobe in any film I've ever done. The pieces were extremely well thought out, and each piece, of course, was beautifully tailored. And it's designers from across the board, not just all Tom Ford, but one. I don't wear fur in life, but there's definitely a fur in there that is covetable. But I don't wear it, so I can't have that. There's a white shirt and the Celine glasses. I think the glasses are the thing that I was like, I need those glasses. And then there's a Celine shirt, it was white. The women know exactly what I'm talking about. It's in the gallery scene, and it's got these gorgeous sleeves, and like it's just like impossible. It's the most beautiful shirt. Like I could never actually own it because I would spill coffee on it immediately, like in the morning. But it's exquisite, so exquisite. Oh yeah, no, I love the green dress. I would get it I'm so practical, I would never get it in green, I'd get it in black, which I understand they're manufacturing, so that would be good. Ladies, you can have the dress, which is very smart of Tom, because it is a good dress, yeah. My ex-husband used to call me a nocturnal animal. I've been thinking about him a lot lately. And then recently he sent me this book that he's written. It's violent and it's sad. Then he dedicated it to me.
Did you love him?
I did something horrible to him.
What are we gonna do?
It's a question of how serious you are about seeing justice done.
Don't do this. I really wanted to be this person that you thought I was.
You're crazy. You're making a big mistake.
You'll never find out.
When you love someone, you have to be careful with it. You might never get it again.
It's fun to kill people. We should try it sometime.
Nobody gets away with what she did. Nobody.
ノクターナルアニマルズ